Since the dawn of trade on the open seas, merchants and governments alike have had to deal with the threat of piracy. Documented as far back as 1400 BC, ships sailing the Aegean and Mediterranean seas suffered attacks from seagoing marauders. As sea trade spread and shipping lanes were formed across the globe during the Middle Ages, piracy spread right along with the trade routes. From the North Atlantic, the Indian coast, and East Asia to North Africa, the Caribbean, and North America. As recently as the late 1800s, navies around the world found themselves in regular battles with pirates at sea. Today, seaborne piracy remains a significant issue, costing an estimated $13 to $16 billion in losses per year, with the highest risks in the Indian Ocean, the Gulf of Aden, Singapore, the Strait of Malacca, and along the Somali coast. Modern pirates are constantly evolving their strategies. With tactics changing and improving, they will take advantage of any possible situation at any time that has the ability to meet their needs. Whether narrow channels, slow speeds, and small crews, to high seas, large vessels, and catastrophic assaults, piracy is not limited to any situation. Major shipping routes take cargo ships through narrow bodies of water. And due to the large amount of traffic in these areas, ships have to lower cruising speeds, all factors making them prime targets for pirate attacks. In the last few years, the number of attacks in these areas has increased dramatically, along with the level of violence in the attacks. Just since 2006, the number of reported pirate attacks has nearly doubled, and the use of guns in attacks has risen more than 200%, according to the International Maritime Bureau. In most cases, corporations and governments alike are ill-equipped to successfully defend the tens of thousands of commercial ships sailing the hundreds of shipping lanes each year. Taking advantage of the tendency of many countries to forbid armed crews on ships within their territorial waters, pirates have the upper hand against commercial vessels sailing without protection. Attacks have occurred as far as 1,200 nautical miles offshore, with small, high-speed vessels launched from larger mother ships that are disguised as fishing units or another hijacked pleasure craft, armed with heavy automatic firearms and RPGs, disappearing quickly after raiding their targets and possibly kidnapping or killing the captain or crew members. In many cases, the pirates evade military capture by taking advantage of political tensions, sailing into waters controlled by their pursuers' enemies. Navy Admiral Mark Fitzgerald, commander of the U.S. naval forces in Europe and Africa, and of NATO's Allied Joint Task Force Command Naples, told Pentagon reporters that the scope of the piracy problem is too great to be policed by military vessels alone. "We could put a World War II fleet of ships out there," Fitzgerald said, referring to the Gulf of Aden and the Mozambique Channel off of the Indian coast, "and we still wouldn't be able to cover the whole ocean." But in the near term, Fitzgerald said that it is incumbent upon the vessels who are sailing the high seas to either protect themselves or accept the dangers. Mogadishu, Somalia. Hundreds of Somali soldiers have deserted because they're not being paid their $100 monthly wage, and some have even joined the Al-Qaeda-linked militants they're supposed to be fighting. The International Maritime Bureau director has stated that the number of piracy attacks off the coast of Somalia is unprecedented. Pirates in the Gulf of Aden are growing increasingly brazen, attacking vessels, including tanker and large bulk carriers, with impunity. This major international seaway requires immediate increased protection and naval intervention. And General Petraeus said the global shipping industry should consider placing armed guards on its boats to ward off pirates who have become increasingly violent. The only viable solution in the current and future climate of ocean-going commerce is to provide sea-going escorts, which provide the client vessel with a means of escape while taking the fight from the target. The highest priority is not only to protect the vessel from damage, but to prevent injury or loss of life aboard the client's vessel. Additionally, onboard static security may be a consideration for the duration of the voyage for added safety. Global Security and Retrieval is a privately held, independent company providing integrated risk-based security solutions and services to the international maritime industry. Our clients have included the U.S. Department of Defense, the United States Navy, Naval Special Warfare, Homeland Security, U.S. Border and Customs, the United States Army Corps of Engineers, the American Red Cross, FEMA, Chevron, Sony, Phillips & Jordan, and many more. Our team is adaptable to each client's needs and budget and includes experienced former Naval Special Warfare operators, more commonly known as Navy SEALs, research and education consultants, and marine safety specialists. Our process starts with a detailed operational study between both Global Security and Retrieval and the client, and a discussion of prospective details, thoughts, and suggested needs. Global Security and Retrieval will submit a proposal within 48 hours of establishing the operational plan. Force continuum and applicable rules of engagement are thoroughly covered by both parties and agreed to via contract. This ensures that our clients get the exact product that they are requesting, right down to the team's actions under duress. Then our team mobilizes to the staging area and begins work. While underway, global security and retrieval professionals train crews in basic maneuvering skills for evading, choosing less lethal options utilizing surrounding or staged assets for acts of hostility avoidance. Global security and retrieval has the ability to coach, motivate, and train the crew to any agreed level. Finally, milestones are established to review the team's approval level, actions, and support, and modifications are made accordingly as requested by the client. Our teams are modular, flexible, and adapted specifically to the needs of each client and mission. The options are many, but we offer a few starting points based on common scenarios, with all operations revolving around the standard intercept escort vessel consisting of 3 crew and 5 operators. Global Security and Retrieval will establish and run all day-to-day security and logistics operations for any size job, vetting, training, and scheduling from any standpoint for any duration. We offer unfettered passageway from embarkation to debarkation, and our solutions are flexible and adaptive to accommodate any need or budget. Our services are vast, drawing from decades of successful security and logistics experience. Our clients have full access to our range of technologies and skills, including GPS tracking, intel support, and emergent technologies. Clients choose from full teams outfitted with the latest state-of-the-art equipment to maximize effectiveness based on budget and needs. Made up of former U.S. Navy SEALs, mixed teams of Tier 1 to Tier 3 operators, third country nationals, and client-approved options. We continually review, revise, adapt, and change the crew-based training to match current threats or trends and to consistently meet the needs and requests of our clients. Teams can be locally staged for quick and convenient insertion when needed. We also provide ongoing security route and procedure reviews. Global Security and Retrieval maintains an established international intelligence network that includes open and closed intelligence sources and information. We will provide ongoing analysis of our clients' routes, routines, and procedures to properly assess the current threat level and proper preventative procedures. If the contingency or support plan has multiple support solutions, all can be combined to establish a crisis mitigation quick reaction force. The element can be designed to respond to immediate needs worldwide, with direct communications to the client, ship owner, or insurance representative for business continuity. Global Security and Retrieval will provide underway training for captain, crew members, and all associated personnel in simple evasive ship maneuvering, teamwork-driven solutions that could raise the chances of staving off or surviving a pirate attack. All of our service options include training at no extra cost. Our teams embark and disembark at designated locations off of Oman, Kenya, and in the Red Sea. Our teams are capable of communicating with U.S., NATO, and European Union warship and air support while applying evasion procedures. We can also provide teams to employ less than lethal options and procedures. Our plans are developed to augment rather than replace current ship security plans. We pride ourselves in the high professional standards under which we operate daily within Global Security and Retrieval. We employ only those of the same moral and ethical values. Our operator selection process has no equivalent currently within the security field. We have access to over 1,000 maritime security professionals who are all highly trained in vessel defense and assault tactics. Our management team has worked together for more than 20 years in varying global environments, building rapport, integrating communication skills, and intuiting collaboration. Global Security and Retrieval is the most innovative security solutions provider in the world, orchestrating plans, teams, and equipment necessary for our clients to safely and cost-effectively accomplish their missions at sea. For more information, contact Global Security and Retrieval at 208-262-3015.